There was a girl I used to date, okay? Very pretty girl, all right? Model, the whole thing, but smart, but you know, you can also, there's a difference between wisdom and smart. She was smart, but maybe she wasn't wise because she was younger, she wasn't experienced. I would say, hey, listen, babe, you know all these dudes that are always checking in and they're your friends? They want to fuck you. Okay, let's just be clear on this. And by the way, how long have you known him? It's been like 6 months. So this isn't an elementary school friend of yours, right? This isn't the dude that lived down the street and your family's like, you've known your friend 6 months. I go, he wants to bang you. No, he would never. You've known him 6 months. I've been a dude for 40 years. I kind of know how things operate. I also know how you look, okay? So there's this challenge with women is, do they understand what men are trying to do when they're their friends? And then if you're the guy, like for me in that instance, where do you draw the line of like, no friends, bro? You're not gonna, like, I'm not that psychopathic, but at the same time, I do also like territorial.
Yeah.
Break that down.
All right, 2 things. Number one, you're gonna not believe this, but I completely agree with her. Because here's the problem. I live in Vegas, so from my standpoint, I like having female friends because it's magnificently advantageous to me, and the girls have a great time because they get to walk the red carpets at the incredible parties, and I genuinely do want to be their friends. However, what she's talking about is the other 86% of men that we're not discussing right now that that only have intentions of having sex with her, and I know that for me as a man, if I have a girlfriend and she starts telling me shit like, yeah, I'm gonna go out on John's boat. John is like a brother to me. I'm like, listen, I don't even care if you go on John's boat. My problem is, don't you lie to me like this, or don't be that willingly ignorant to believe that these dudes who are all really your 300-pound homegirl, is she coming on the boat with you? Fucking crazy how that isn't working out, is it? Like,
oh, she didn't catch that invite?
Yeah, she didn't catch the invite. The same invite that you got. Oh, that's crazy,
sorry,
man.
Babe.
That must suck for her, man. No, it's just so crazy to me. It's like, you understand what I said before? I think there is a small number of men at the top who can be. It's not a function of can we be friends. I don't have a fucking choice, dude. I have 100. We're bringing 400 girls to Babes and Ballers January 8th in Los Angeles. Yeah. I don't have a choice. I can't not be friends with some of them. The girls bring other girls. The point that I'm trying to make, by the way, you need to come to Babes and Ballers.
I was just thinking that.
By the way, quick invite right there.
I'm gonna send you the invite.
But your friend Big Shirley, she's not invited.
No, Big Shirley can come. Big Shirley wants that. It's a charity event. Bring her. I don't give a shit. I personally don't give a shit. But my point is, do you see what I'm like? Yeah. She's correct. The point is, the question was a binary question, and the answer is actually an 80-20 answer. 20% of men absolutely can be friends with women and not even want to sleep with them. I also have a very, very, very specific physical type. If you are not my physical type, I am not interested in sleeping with you. Yeah. And so because of that, I have no problem being friends with you. But
what's your physical type?
You've been to Las Vegas? Yeah. Seen the cocktail servers?
Yes.
Like big boobs, tiny waist, somewhat like a muscular, looks like they go to the gym a lot. That's my type.
All right.
Right? Like
the traditional Vegas type.
I don't like the 17-year-old skinny fat girl from in New York who just smokes cigarettes and just eats like shit.
Yeah, you're not into the 17.
Yeah, no, but they are, bro. No, hold on. You guys should read the book Very Important People by Ashley Mears. That underage shit is for real in Los Angeles and New York, and I'm not feeling that shit. But that is underage girls getting in clubs in LA is for all the time. Yes, for sure, for sure. But my point is that's not my type. Also, my type is not the super thick type. My type is the athletic type with maybe fake boobs. Gotcha. Right? So that's my type. If you're not in that type, I'm no problem being friends with you. It's not even an issue. And so a lot of girls appreciate that, but I know that I'm 1 out of 100, and that most men are exactly like what she's talking about. That's why Justin Waller, when he was on, he was talking about, man, I don't want my girl having guy friends. And the reason why is because me and Justin will be in Vegas, and we see what girls do when they come on girls trips to Vegas. All of a sudden, the rules are, as soon as they leave their morals at fucking McCarran Airport. They don't give a shit, man. They leave and it's crazy. So I actually agree with you. The second part, what was the other question you asked? You remember?
But can I say something?
Go ahead,
okay, because to that point too, women that have a lot of friends, and you're saying, oh, you've known this guy for 6 months, like that's not your friend.
It's not your friend.
Right? It's
like
hypergamy.
Like I know girls that are sugar babies that are juicing 6 dudes at once. Go get it, girl. Get that bag. I don't give a fuck about that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my girlfriend. She better not act ignorant and stop believing that Steve, who keeps showing up at your work with gifts, is not trying to put his penis in you.
Okay,
stop
so
lying
do you
to me.
allow? How long have you been with your current girlfriend?
Man, 8 weeks.
Okay.
It's pretty short.
Long term.
So this is a long-term relationship.
For sure.
Do you allow her to have friends? And if so, if the answer that first, and then when does the cutoff start happening?
It's if these dudes are not over. She's a bartender, so if she's gonna have the guy friends, people that she works with. If they're overtly disrespectful, then I'm gonna have to say something. But
what do you consider overly disrespectful?
Overtly disrespectful. Her boobs, her butt, and her private areas are off limits to other motherfuckers. If he doesn't understand that, then I'm gonna have to help him understand that. That's it. That's the way I would look at it.
Gotcha.
And by the way, it's not other jobs dudes to not find my girl hot. It's my girl's job to understand the boundaries of
That
the
is
physical
such a
boundaries of the
powerful
relationship.
statement right there.
That
I'll tell
is
you why.
great.
I have a buddy of mine, and he's the type of guy who's very aggressive and very insecure, evidently. And any time someone comments at his girl, looks at his, he's like, why are you looking at my girl? Like one of those types of guys. And I say to him, hey, brother, would you rather nobody look at your girl?
Yeah.
No, you don't want anybody hollering at your girl ever, because that just means that they don't find her attractive.
Yeah.
So you need to look inward and realize this is a me problem, not a her problem.
Yeah.
Because the reason that you even hollered at her is because she's attractive.
Yeah.
Right? Breaking news, guys like attractive girls. But so this is a situation that you have to deal with. You're insecure. You have issues. It's not her problem. It's her problem if she disrespects you or
Exactly.
responds to these guys. But this is something you need to work
Adam,
on.
the physical boundaries of our relationship is mainly about her. Because if a girl comes and grabs my butt in a club, I'm not calling security. I'm sorry, I'm a 225-pound dude. I'm not going to call the cops because some random chick grabbed my wiener. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm going to walk away. If somebody grabbed Fosh's shit, even if she was out as my homie, I would knock the fuck out this dude.
Yeah.
That's not
Thank you.
that's not appropriate. You understand what I'm saying? That's not appropriate behavior. So the physical boundaries of the relationship are actually more her responsibility than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Something
agree.
that I want to revisit with Brody. It was such a powerful statement right there. Number one, she was in the Air Force. Shout out to you, by the way.
Woo.
But you said that there was a bunch of dudes. Obviously, if you're in the Army, what's the guy to girl ratio in the Army?
In
10
Israel,
to 1?
70-30.
70-30. Okay.
Wow,
In Israel,
really?
it's-
Yeah.
In Israel, it's
so
mandatory.
Everyone has to serve
So
2 years.
U.S. Army,
crazy.
it's going to be. What's in the Marine Corps? It's 20-1. So it's 19-1. In the Air Force, it's going to be 8-1.
So
it's like 12% women.
It's
Yeah.
So my question to you is, you use that like it's like water in a desert.
Yeah.
And this goes back to your abundance versus scarcity mindset. If you're the one girl around 20 guys, naturally they're all going to be trying to holler.
Yeah.
Versus if it's not so scarce that
Yeah.
there's the friendship roles could kind of be more natural.
And
So
the example that I
was
gave,
that
the example that I
scenario?
gave was a specific scenario where I would go to what we call the Greens because they have green uniforms, and the Air Force, those bases are half men, half women generally.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
go to like a green base, it's like training bases, only men, and they get off every 21 days, if they're lucky. So you go to one of those bases and they haven't seen a female in a long time. And also at that point, like when I was in the Army, I didn't look like I look now. I did not take care of myself at all, other than just trying to exist. And still, just the fact that I was of a female shape or whatever, their brain just stopped working.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.